And to finish up the European currencies, we're going to do three monies that are actually still used. First up, there's the Polish zloty. With the zloty, you have 100 gross to 1 zloty. Here we've got 2 and 20 zlotys. Then we've got 100 zlotys. Next up we have the British pound. And this is the oldest currency in the world that's still in use. It's over 1,000 years old. The only other currency that even comes close to that is the Russian ruble. Because this currency has had a lot of different versions over the years, instead of sorting it by value, I've sorted it into two categories. The first one is this one. This is pre-Queen Elizabeth. First up we've got these half pennies. This one we've got King Edward VII. This King Edward. There's King George V. And here's George VI. On these pennies, we've got Queen Victoria. There's another King Edward. And George V. Here we have 3 pennies, or 3 pence. With George VI. Here's 6 pence. Another one with George VI. And here we have 2 farthings and 1 shilling. The old British currency system is quite interesting. It wasn't decimalised until the early 1970s. Before that, instead of having 100 pence in £1, you would have 240 pence to a pound. A shilling, this one here, is 12 pence, so you would have 20 shillings in £1. And a farthing is a very small coin. This is actually a quarter of a penny, so you would have 4 farthings in 1 penny. Some of you might know of the old English nursery rhyme, "You owe me 5 farthings." Some of you might also have heard of the old-time penny farthing bicycles, and they got their name from the coins, because unlike the bikes today, instead of having 2 wheels of the same size, you had 1 large wheel and a tiny wheel, so it looked like a penny coin next to a farthing. Next up we've got the second lot of British coins, and these are from the Queen Elizabeth era. These are all from after 1953, when she was coronated as Queen. Before that she was Princess Elizabeth. The halfpenny. A few different versions of the 1p and half-p coin. You might notice that some of these coins will say new pence. These are from just after the currency was decimalised. Here we've got 2 pence, or tuppence as it would often be referred as. Got a few different versions of 5 pence. Sixpence. 10p. A few shillings. 20 pence. And finally we've got a pound. And finally, to finish off the European currencies, we've got the currency of Denmark, and this is the Danish krone. Sweden and Norway also use the krone, but they have their own version of it. With the krone, you have 100 ore to a krone. There's 1, 2, and 5 ore. 25 ore coin is interesting. It has a hole in it. And then a few different versions of the 1 krone coin. Next up, we're going to move over to some of the Asian money in my collection. And here's some money from the Philippines, and this is the Philippine peso. The peso, you've got 100 centavos or centimos in 1 peso. Here's the 1 and 25 coins. Put an Australian 5-cent coin next to the 1 centimo coin, just so you can see how small it is. Here's the 5 and 10 peso coins. Some very nice artwork on these ones. And here we've got some notes for the Philippine peso. It's 20 and 100 pesos. Here's some coins from India. This is the Indian rupee. With the rupee, you have 100 paisa to 1 rupee, though the paisa unit was recently withdrawn from usage. And this coin here is quite interesting. Before the paisa showed up, instead you just had these coins, quarter rupee. And then you've got 1 rupee. I looked through the coins in my collection that I hadn't gotten around to sorting yet, and I actually was able to find one of the paisa coins. You've got 2 paise. So you would have 50 of these for 1 rupee. Here's the Indonesian currency. This is the Indonesian rupiah. Some very large amounts on these coins. We've got 1, 2, and 500. With the rupiah, you had 100 sen to 1 rupiah, though that unit is also no longer in usage.